Hey everyone, today we are interviewing Alex, and she got famous on social media because she had a video that went viral. Basically what was happening, we'll show the video in a second, but what was happening was she's volunteering at a Planned Parenthood clinic, and there was a heckler there, an old white guy of course, trying to read scripture to her and some of the other volunteers, and she just protested by pulling out her phone and rapping the WAP lyrics to him. So it's a super satisfying video, and we're so happy we got a chance to talk to her. Here it is.
We're gonna show you the WAP video first, the rapping video first, and then we'll do the interview.
Up for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you've got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's roleplay. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean. But let me tell you, I got this ring. God.
How are you gonna introduce them? Do you know their name? Do you know this person's name?
No, I mean Alex.
You sure?
Yeah, if not, we can ask her.
Okay.
I'll be like, you go by Alex.
Oh,
there
awesome.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
of course.
You go
Can you
by.
guys hear me good?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. Do you go by Alex?
I do go by Alex, yes.
Okay, awesome. Just wanted to make sure. So we're here with Alex, and Alex, you had that amazing video that you put on TikTok of you rapping WAP to this guy who was protesting against a clinic. Could you tell us a little what happened there?
Yeah, of course. So the man's name is actually Flip Benham. He is a 73-year-old abortion, I guess, basically protester. He is big in the game. You can Google him and it'll pop up like all of his history, but he has a very deep history. He actually was involved with the woman from Roe v. Wade, Norma McCorvey. He actually convinced her to get on his pro-life side and fight against abortion. So he comes to the clinic that I volunteer with Charlotte for Choice. And I get to see him often, luckily. And on the particular day where that was recorded, he came up to us and he was like, all right, ladies, I have a scripture for you all. And started reading to us. And I decided to read over him. So yeah, that's how that happened.
God, it's honestly such a satisfying video, honestly. Like, it was such a great way to protest him and what he stands for, you know? So I also just wanted to ask you, so I know he's like a regular, but do you get hecklers like that a lot at your clinic?
Like regulars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or just people doing that kind of thing a lot.
Yes, I would say the people, so Flip is kind of on his own. He runs an organization called Operation Save America, but there is an organization that sends people out to protest at our clinic called Love Life Charlotte, in my local area. So in my TikToks, you'll see all film videos of people in these blue shirts that say Love Life, or they say, it's something like, I forgot the name of the other organization, but they have these blue shirts and they are anti-choice protesters. And so they come out on the regular, and there are people like Daniel, who I see often. He's a man with like short white hair in my videos. He is one of the front leaders, and Vicky, who is also a regular, who is one of the front leaders, they're both on payroll. They get paid to go out and protest at these clinics. So yeah, so we get a good bit of regulars. I know Flip is the one from the video. Then Chris with the whole Chris talk, and I don't know if you've seen the TikToks of like Chris with his "Thou shall not murder" sign.
No.
But he oh my gosh, he's just this another old man who's been protesting on his own. He's with no organization. He just comes out and screams for like a good hour, 2 hours about how the patients are going to burn in hell. And he's kind of become a meme on TikTok because it's so just like, I guess it's so pathetic that it's funny.
Just a play date to you.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you actually explain TikTok to us in terms of the political atmosphere? Because I've seen that there's sort of like a MAGA TikTok like section, but then there's a very progressive section as well. And I know you also went viral. Could you talk a bit about that? Because we're extremely new to TikTok.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
So, I've had TikTok for like a year and a half now, and I feel like I really love to see how it's blossomed with like incorporating politics into it and seeing like all of these subcultures be created within TikTok, where now you have like a leftist TikTok, and then you have like like you said, like MAGA, like a conservative hype house kind of stuff. And so what's been like, what I've seen is that it's kind of hard to have a political atmosphere on TikTok because, there's so much that you can't incorporate in a 60-second capped video with like context and everything. I'm still having battles, posting like these clinic TikToks because I've incorporated a little bit of a following, like 130,000 followers. And like, it's hard to, be able to really show these people, like people come and be like, why don't you just walk away? And I'm like, no, I'm volunteering at an organization. Like, and I try to give as much context as possible. But even though it's difficult to have the political sphere on the app, like it's great in generating like this like Gen Z, like fuck the authority, like we're gonna burn it all down and redo it, bark at people. Like there's this whole like trend of like barking at people whenever like they're just being assholes, like bark at them.
They're not fitting. They are filled with unrighteousness, sexual immorality, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of.
I got that wop. You got a wop, Chris?
Like, and like kind of like the WAP video, like if someone's being so like someone like Flip that is so terrible you can't even change them, fuck.
You want a bad bitch like this? Drop it low and pick it up just like this. Yeah. Cup of Ace, cup of Goose, cup of Chris. High heels, something worth a half a ticket on my wrist. On my wrist. Taking all the liquor straight, never chase that. Now rooftop.
Read them WAP. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse.
Great.
Love it.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask more about the Charlotte for Choice and you being a volunteer. Can you just talk about like what that is and the work you do with that?
Yeah, definitely. So Charlotte for Choice is a local organization in Charlotte, obviously Charlotte, North Carolina, that fights to, keep abortion safe and legal, and we fight to defend at clinics near us. So the clinic that I am in is a preferred women's clinic in Charlotte. That's the name. And it's a very popular abortion clinic. It's, the antis like to spout on their speaker system that's the largest abortion clinic in the East. But basically, my role as a volunteer, I am a clinic defender. So I hold, like in my videos, you'll see like pink signs that say clinic parking, and I hold them and direct patients into the building because, with all of these protesters, they go as far as down the street to, before you even get to the clinic, they'll stop there and they'll wait to, stop patients. and be like, hey, we have information for you. Patients don't know. Patients don't know that they're not with the clinic, that they're not affiliated, that they're trying to, force their beliefs down other people's throats. And there's a lot of confusion. So we're there to kind of make sure that it's not so hectic. Things are very clear. They can get in and out, and to along the way make sure that they don't hear the vile things that these protesters shout. So talk over them, distract them, whatever, and bully them. Just get their eyes off of the patients and take it onto us.
Yeah.
I commend you and your organization for doing that work, because I know we're in Los Angeles, and I don't think Planned Parenthood areas are as politicized and as intensely targeted as somewhere like North Carolina. Like, I can't even imagine what it would be like. So I really do respect that, and it seems like it's from a whole other world almost, right? Yeah. But
it's sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, first of all, thank you. Like, it's not easy work, but like, we all do it because we know that it's needed and we really enjoy it. So, but like, it is like so insane to see and to like, I guess like realize like there's so much going on, and like you can be in a totally different, fucking West Coast versus East Coast, but that's kind of why that is why we're doing this, and why we're trying to share so much on TikTok and like really get the word out there, is because before this I didn't know that it was this bad. I didn't know that like people would scream through bush lines and take videos of patients' license plates as they drive into the clinic. Like, these are people just trying to go to a medical appointment, to, this very, very private moment in their lives. And I've seen women cry, women, flip them off, women scream, women join us. And it's just something that needs to be seen. So, yeah.
I wanted to ask also as well, you have a huge following. To us, it's a huge following, 130,000 people on TikTok. Have you gotten any like love or retweets or comments from like certain people, like famous people or like other people within TikTok that you really
a little bit here and there. I have had like some TikTok creators that I admire like follow me back, which is super cool. Just because like I admire like their content so much. And I've also had like, I had Christina Perry, the singer of A Thousand Years and Jar of Hearts.
Yeah.
She commented on the video and like said LOL, and I was like, oh my god, like I love you so much. This isn't necessarily a famous person, but TMZ did also do that article on WAP.
And then TMZ posted this. And this. Pause that for a good read. And this. Comments limited so I don't get bullied. Aside from not asking me or my good friend 42069 Horn Dog to use this video or ask us any information on it, everything in the article is just a fucking lie. It's not a protest, it's not a rally. This has been going on for decades. We're just defending at a woman's clinic. I respect people's religions, but not people that harassed women for going to medical facilities.
Aside from that, I don't think so. No.
That's pretty cool.
I've had the other defenders that we have also had like people see their stuff. I know we had Claudia Conway like follows us, Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Trump administration. Yeah. She loves our stuff.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
really
I
cool.
really love that whole story.
Yeah, for sure. Also, we were looking at your Instagram, and we saw that in your bio, you have the quote, "As a woman, I have no country. As a woman, I want no country." And I thought that like really resonated with me too, but I wanted to hear your perspective of that quote. Like, why is it in your bio? Why is that a quote that stands out to you?
It's honestly one of my favorite quotes. I don't know where I first saw it. I know that it's a quote from, I can't think of the author at the moment, but she's a really good author. And I remember I saw it and put in my bio just because it really resonated with me. And then I took a women and gender studies class last year, and we went over it in my class, and I was like, oh shit, like that's in my bio. And I found out like the original text that it came from. And when I really like got to, sorry, I'm gonna look at it just so I can know what I'm talking about. But when I really got to like absorb it and like we talked about it amongst us in class, it really meant more to me to be able to put like it into perspective. But to me, it's saying that women don't have to subject themselves to, I guess, having to be owned. You don't need to identify with something or someone to be valid. We can just stand on our own. And it's kind of, it doesn't have, you can replace woman with any word really, because a woman is just like an identity. It's really not a set like label of what you need to be a woman, but just the idea of femininity in itself, that you don't have to conform. And that's one of the biggest things to me, is that it's so important that people feel that they can be whoever they want and still feel like that's okay. Because, you know, most people wouldn't do the stuff that I do. Most people wouldn't, you know, be comfortable with saying such vulgar words to a preacher. And like, and having that go viral, and like seeing people seeing it, and a lot of people like make comments and make judgments to my character. But, you know, someone's got to be themselves 100%, and someone's got to show people that it's okay and you can embrace who you are. So that's kind of what it means to me.
And that's what we love about Gen Z in general, from what we've seen. I mean, we're definitely millennials. I think we're right like the last year.
Right on the cutoff.
Yeah, but I feel like the Gen Z definitely is another generation that really, at least from what we've seen, really pushes what you just said, like pushes the boundaries on that. And I really love that. Appreciate it.
I love it. Yeah.
I think the last thing that we saw, I think it's called Writings by Alex, and it's your poetry that you post on a second Instagram. And it's really cool. Like, your writing is awesome, and your graphics that you do too, like to put them in, like I like how organized and nice it is. What inspired you, or what got you to start writing and create an Instagram for that?
So I've kind of been writing for a little bit. I don't know, it's just kind of been just a little hobby of mine always. Just in school, like writing essays even, like I really was interested in that. And I started writing my own poetry and took it a little bit more seriously to submit to a scholarship last year. And I got published in this New Jersey student publication. And it kind of like made me feel like, oh, like maybe I'm good at this. Maybe I should pursue this. So I started taking it on as a hobby. And it's a way for me to kind of encapsulate how I feel, because I have like a hard time communicating and really letting things out. So it's a way to encapsulate how I feel, but, you know, in metaphors and like in pictures and imagery and pretty things, to put the way that I feel out for people to consume. And I just like to write a lot. So I made an Instagram, and I post stuff on there sometimes. I kind of went through a little writer's block. I also have a website, a Weebly, where I post them. But yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I have one question. Yeah. Would you ever consider running for something, like running for office?
I don't know. Like that's such like, I don't know. I've had that question before. And I was actually a poli-sci major my last year, and I've always been interested in politics. Like, I really gravitate towards it because, you know, like, very activist style person. But I feel like politics is such a hard thing to go into. And I don't know. I just don't really want to. I kind of want a career that I want to be happy in. And I feel like if I was in politics, like, being at the clinic makes me so happy to like yell at people and like fight for rights, but it also is so draining. And I'm very tired most days, and sometimes I come home and cry after it because it just takes a lot out of you. But, you know, the more that people bring it up and the more that people are like, you know, we need people that fight like you, the more that I'm like, well, you know, I'm looking to fight. I have a lot of fight in me, so maybe I should. So I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if people want to follow you, if they want to find you on Instagram or TikTok, where can they find you at?
So my Instagram and my TikTok are both Alex the Feminist. And my Twitter is also Alex the Feminist. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Well, follow Alex the Feminist on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been really excited for this. So we're so
Thank
happy.
you so much. I'm glad I finally got to talk to you guys. It was so much fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thanks, y'all. You guys have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.